What's up boys, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up downstairs on Oregon Basement. Now this setup can be used in any rank at all. This is the most prominently used in like champion ranked and above. So if you want to use this in your games to get better at Rainbow Six Siege for a defensive site setup on a map as default as Oregon, then this is the video for you. So the only thing you guys really need for this site setup is going to be a shotgun, the same as my last previous setup. Most of these site setups need a shotgun anyway. You can use a bailiff, mute shotgun, even mirror for example as well. But the most consistent and easiest way to make rotates through sites and line of sights through the site is going to be with smoke or mute shotgun. It's just the easiest weapon to use for any site setup. So I'm most likely going to be cutting a lot of the video today because I'm going to need more than 10 minutes. As you see, I have 9 minutes on the board here. But yeah, I definitely do need like more than 10 minutes to show the setup first and then explain it. So I'm going to do the whole setup, and then in the second half, I'm going to be explaining the rest of it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. The first thing you want is going to be a laundry supply room to elbow rotate. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and make a rotate from supply into laundry. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and make some head height holes on the left side of closet wall. Now once that's done, you then want to go ahead and make your way toward the freezer wall and make head height on the right side of the freezer wall from laundry. After that's done, you then want to go ahead and make your way toward the vent wall in supply room facing pillar and make some very high head holes in this wall. After that is complete, you then want to go ahead and make your way toward the E-box wall facing bunker door and make head height holes on the left side. Cool. Now once that's done, we then want to go ahead and start on our reinforcements. Firstly, you want to reinforce the elbow wall on the right side. The second reinforcement is you want to reinforce the closet wall on the right side. Once that's done, you want to go ahead and make your way to the freezer wall and reinforce the left side of the freezer wall from laundry. Now once that's complete, you then want to go ahead and make your way toward the E-box walls, reinforce the right side of the E-box wall and both of the left side walls inside E-box. Now both the left side walls after the right side is complete. Now that all of the site reos are done, we then want to go ahead and make our way to the hatches upstairs. Now I'm going to show you in sight where all of these hatches are, and then I'm going to go upstairs and show you where they are as well. So the first hatch inside site is going to be inside of electric room. The next one is toward freezer. If you go ahead and make your way toward freezer, it's just this one right here. That's the freezer hatch. Now onto the last hatch is going to be the laundry supply room, which is then going to be the front hatch down bottom main stairs, which is this one. Cool, now that you know where all the hatches are, we're just going to go upstairs and show you where they all are for the reinforcements. So the first one is inside lobby here. Now the next one is toward meeting hall. If you run into meeting hall, it's just going to be in the middle of meeting toward the back. Now that that's reinforced, we want to go ahead and make our way toward the Z, toward freezer, into security room to reinforce the freezer hatch. Now that all hatches are done, we then want to go ahead and make our way to laundry storage down bottom main stairs and go ahead and barricade this door. So laundry storage is just bottom main stairs here. You want to go ahead and barricade this doorway here. Now the site setup is done, if you want to go ahead and click off the video, feel free. However, if you guys are a visual learner and want to know the explanation behind everything and why everything is done, I'm going to go ahead and show you that now. I also will be leaving a Google Drive link or some sort of PNG in the description of the actual site setup with a legend on the right side indicating what is what down in the description down below. So if you guys want to access this, I will be leaving that so you can follow this guide very easily. This is literally for anyone to use at all. I'll be leaving the link and whoever has access to it, just to click on the link in the description. It shows you all of the reinforcements marked in red, all of the lines of sight marked in yellow, rotations, hatches, barricades, etc. So if you just want to look at this instead of watching an entire video before your game, this will be here for you in the link in the description down below. So with that being said, I'm just going to reset the custom game and go ahead and show you the explanation toward every reinforcement, line of sight, rotation, etc. on the second half of the video now. So I'm just going to try and go from start to finish, and I'm going to explain both maybe the reinforcement, the rotation hole, and the line of sight as best as I possibly can without missing anything, while also being as quick as I can, as I've got around 7-8 minutes to do so. So the first thing we did was the rotation between supply and elbow. Now this rotation is simply for your elbow player who's playing early inside of elbow to rotate in and out between sites. This is pretty obvious, like I say, through most rotations. It should be pretty obvious to most of you, but if it isn't, now it is. Cool. Now once that rotation is now explained, we then have the laundry rotate into the supply room rotate. This site rotate is simply made here just so you can rotate between into supply, into laundry shirts to actually contest freezer, and also hold angles toward bottom main front as well. Once that's explained, we then also have the head height holes and the reinforcement on the left side of the freezer wall. Now this is in place for anyone playing laundry down bottom main trying to contest freezer from the safety of bottom main A-bomb chassis. You can use the head height holes even inside of highway to contest freezer as well. Even inside of freezer, you can also use the freezer head height holes to contest front laundry as well. The reinforcement is mainly here to protect the player from playing close to the freezer head height holes as well. Otherwise, vice versa on the other side too. If you somehow maintain freezer control late into the round, you can also use it in the same direction toward laundry supply too. Now, we also made the head height holes on the right side of the box wall, and we reinforced the left side of the box wall. Most of you are probably thinking, like, why is this done like this? Because if there's anyone down bottom main, they can cut anyone rotating inside box, in and out of box pretty freely. Now, the reason for this is because you give yourself 2 chances to actually contest bottom main. You have this entire brick wall here to contest bottom main from the left side of inside sight, and then if you can somehow make it inside of box and the safety of box within the round at any point, and they haven't actually crossed anywhere in bottom main yet, you can actually play the reinforcement and contest bottom main from here too. The other thing we did was the extremely high head height holes into the vent wall toward pillar. Now this faces back stairs from inside of supply. You can contest anyone walking down the stairs, and or 0.5 is what we call this area here. You can contest from highway to 0.5 and the staircase walking down as well. So the next thing we did was reinforce the right side of the E-box wall and make head height holes on the left side. Now this is to contest anyone playing inside a blue bunker, and also contesting anyone playing barrels as well. This could be any one of these angles here, while also helping your elbow teammate in case anyone wants to go ahead and rush through blue barrels and run into elbow. These head height holes right here and this reinforcement helps you contest both this angle, the elbow player, and anyone walking inside a blue bunk for free. We also reinforced the left side of the electrical walls here as well. Now this helps anyone playing inside of Shiko, which is this position here, also contesting barrels, which just gives like another angle to help contest barrels. These 2 reinforcements are also extremely important for anyone playing inside a pillar as well. If you're contesting backstairs as a pillar player from this angle, for example, like right here, which is pretty typical for any sort of defender, even playing inside of Shiko, contesting this angle here as well. If these walls are not reinforced, anyone inside of barrels can open up the right side of the wall if it is not reinforced and shoot anyone through a soft wall that is playing there, whether they get lucky or make a line of sight themselves. So you want to reinforce both of these walls as well. Now the last 2 things we did were all of the hatches. Now the E-box hatch being reinforced is just to help anyone inside of E-box playing here for longer. The Habana actually has to go upstairs and actually get the hatch to flush anyone outside of E-box. The other hatch that we did was going to be the freezer hatch as well. Now the freezer hatch is just to help anyone contesting freezer early. Now that could be either bottom of the freezer stairs or also just toward one of the boxes here. Once I have the hatch open, it's kind of hard to play this position, as you can tell. And the last but not least hatch that we also did was going to be the front laundry hatch. Now this hatch is again just to help anyone playing bottom main stairs. Now typically people don't normally play here, but if you do, or if you don't, you just want to reinforce this anyway, just because it helps the defenders waste as much time playing into the 6th man as much as possible. And then the bottom main barricade. Now this is simply put here for anyone or any attacker from rushing down bottom main stairs and sprinting immediately through sight if there's no banshee, barbed wire, and or like lesion mine that stops them from just sprinting into the middle of sight. This adds that layer of protection that you can actually hear when anyone's trying to punch a barricade when they've actually taken bottom main stairs. You will be able to hear this as they break it when they're trying to rush into sight. Now that, boys, is going to be the most default ranked champion site setup for Oregon Basement. If this video did help you, please just give me some honest reception. It's all I really care about. I don't care if you guys subscribe or like the video. I totally understand what that sort of stuff is like. This video is simply here to help you, the viewer, get better at Rainbow Six Siege and set up defensive sites. I'll be leaving a link in the description either of a PDF file of the site setup downstairs so you guys can see with like a legend on the right side. I'll pull that up on screen right now for you guys as well. It's just going to be this in the description down below. I don't know if I'm going to be leaving a Google Drive link or some sort of link where it just has the PDF of it. I don't really know just yet. I will figure it out as I go along. But yeah, like I said, this is the most default site setup that you can do for Oregon Basement downstairs. If this video did help you, like I said, just give me some honest reception. And until the next video, boys, I appreciate you guys coming out. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.